Logan trying to push his fender in before we start the video.
It's the bumper.
Oh, bumper.
Yeah, it's
What's happening there, man?
I don't know.
Probably
too hard.
Rubbed not as hard as this one. So today we're going to be comparing these two Mustangs. We have an S197 and an S550, and we're just going to compare everything about these cars. You know, comfortability, just the look, overall look, sound, how it feels to drive, everything. So for starters, this is Logan's S197. He's helped me out on this channel for a little while now, and we're going to get a little startup video of this thing, and then we'll walk around the car and show you guys what he has looks done on this thing. He's going to start it up right now, and then we'll go around and show what all cosmetically he has done to the outside of this car. Alright, give it a couple revs. Alright, that sounds pretty good. It's definitely loud. Now let's go ahead and see what this one sounds like.
Hates being revved. And here we got the S550. This is a warm start. It's recording.
Oh, okay.
Here we got the S550. This is a warm start, so don't expect it to be too loud.
No cats on both of these. Alright, so Logan, overall, which one do you think sounds better? I know you're probably a little biased towards this one, but...
This one's louder.
This one's louder, and this one is just really raspy. This one's a little raspy, but not as much as that one. So overall, I'm going to say sound goes to this one. Now let's go around and look at what's been done to the outside of these cars. Alright, so this car, cosmetically, it's not too bad. Number one, we have this hood scoop here, and these little hood vents on the side. He got the car with this stuff on it. We call it nosy. It kind of looks like a nose on the front. I honestly, I don't hate the look. It looks kind of like a cheaper version of the GT500 hood scoop. It looks kind of like a cheaper version of that, but I don't hate it. And then he has these vents on the fenders, which I actually really like the look of these. They are not functional, but they are there. They'd be a lot cooler if they were functional. And then this little tail on the back here. I actually think this looks really nice. And then he bought some D2 lowering springs. It was supposed to lower it 2 inches. It obviously lowered it a lot more than that. This thing rubs a ton, which is not the most comfortable thing. I can barely fit a finger in there, and if I went straight, I couldn't. It's super tucked. It's even cambered a little bit because of how low it is. The front's a little bit less low, but still really, really low. I wish it was a little bit taller, if I'm being honest, especially for the rubbing, but it doesn't look bad at all.
Alright, so regarding the outside of this car, you already know I got the Facebook Marketplace wheels special. You already know I painted the brake calipers red.
You?
Regarding that, all I have is this shitty wing that they sent me that was broke, and I tried to fix it with 3M tape, and now it's just a glob of 3M tape. I also got the 1314 tail lights and the little strip right here. This little black strip. It was red, but I got it black off eBay for like 20 bucks. It works. So that's really all that's done to this thing on the outside, though, besides it being lowered on BMR springs. So this is lowered 2 inches. This is what it's supposed to look like. See, the front is lowered, tucked in pretty well. You can get like a finger in there.
Those fronts are the same.
But the rear, it's supposed to be up like this, so that way it has some room to squat. So yeah, that's basically all that's done in this car aesthetically, though.
So I honestly think they both look good. They both look like Mustangs, but I'm a bigger fan of the S197s. I think they look better overall than the S550s. The S550s just look a little generic to me, but I think they both look pretty good.
The intake is so small.
Oh, AJ, you're smaller. That's embarrassing. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're going to go under the hood of these two cars. We'll start with AJ's again, the S550. This one just has a cold air intake on the engine specifically. It also does have a new street clutch and a brand new transmission put in this thing because second gear blew up in the other one. MT82, you know, who could have guessed it? But this one is a manual and that one is an automatic, so yeah, automatic kind of loses a little bit there, just because manual is so much more fun. But this one has a lot more done to it, and I'm gonna let Logan tell you guys about that.
All right, guys. So this is a Gen 1 Coyote. So far, what I got, this is a Gen 3 1320 ported intake. I got an air raid cold air intake. You already know the huge filter. This is actually what you need for these cars to breathe. I got American Racing 2-inch headers down there. If you could see it, it's really tight in the S197 engine bay. You can kind of see them down there. And that goes to a double 3-inch X pipe and out the back into a straight pipe. I know it says boreless because I used to have Borla mufflers, but it was way too quiet for me. It's also tuned by Finley Williams Racing. They're out of Garland, Dallas, Texas.
We were asking about that in the last video.
So yeah, that's basically all it's done to it. It makes about 450 wheel. Runs like a beast.
All right, so now we're gonna look at the interiors of these two cars, starting with Logan's. I'm gonna get in this real quick. Well, that's not supposed to come off, but that's not too big a problem, I guess. The seat still moves, right?
Yeah.
So the seat moves. I like the headrests on this. They're really comfortable. You can actually lay your head back without like forcing your head to be down like that. The steering wheel is really nice. What kind of steering wheel is this? Okay, well, nice steering wheel, suede with the flat bottom. It is an automatic, like we said earlier, but it still feels really good. It feels good to sit in. Oh, I thought something happened. It feels good to sit in. Besides, obviously, just like every Mustang, the back seat, no room at all. Which nobody can actually sit back there except for Sean. But it feels good. Everything in here looks pretty decent besides all the trash. And I'd say it's a nice interior. Alright, so now getting into the S550. This one is just the stock steering wheel. Everything in here is stock actually, but it still feels pretty good. Same thing with the headrest. You can lay your head back and it's comfortable. If you do want to sit with your head up like a weirdo, this moves, but I don't. It is a manual, like we said before. The clutch feels really good. We said a second ago that he got a new clutch in this thing, and it feels fine. You know, it feels pretty normal. There's a little bit of trash in this car too, but a lot better than Logan's car on the cleanliness. I do like this. I don't know what you call this design. It's not carbon fiber, but I do think that it looks pretty good up here. And the Mustang 1964 badge, I think that looks really cool. But other than that, it's pretty standard. Literally standard, and it's a nice interior, so I'll give them both like a tie on this. I like the leather seats a lot more in the S197, but I think these come with leather seats if you get a different
GT Premium.
a different, yeah.
Let's test out the sound system.
The sound system in this sounds just normal, just like any other car, really. Nothing special.
Which one's better?
Probably that one. Stupid ass.
Hey, the Crayola experience.
What the fuck? I didn't have it on before.
Hey, got Crayola.
Fucking Christ. Okay, that was loud as hell. That's on Crayola. Alright, so we're gonna drive this S550 around first. I will say, switching gears and everything feels really good in this car. I know it's a brand new transmission, so that's probably why, but it does feel really nice. I like it. I do have to be really careful going over here in a second though, because it'll scrape. It rubs a lot. The springs, it's not like they feel stiff. They just feel really uncomfortable. And didn't even scrape. God, call me Jesus. But it really does, other than not counting the springs that are on this thing, which I really don't like. Yeah, you think we can make it over that?
Oh,
You
no.
want to get out and record and see if we can make it?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Try and go in the middle. Yeah.
We're going to see if this can even go over a speed bump. No. Nah, stay. Stay, we're good. Slow. Oh, we're good. Straight, cut it straight. Woo!
That was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
I don't drive load cars.
Dude, that was like half an inch, maybe.
That was
I was just waiting for the diff to drag on it, man.
I was ready to get stuck on it.
We're about to walk to your house,
That's
go get the
stupid
Toyota with a fucking strap.
Just drag. That'd be so good for content.
AJ'd be fucking pissed.
He would block him from seeing the videos.
Oh, yeah.
But changing gears in this thing, even if you're driving a little faster, feels really, really good. I don't like the brakes. They whine a lot, and they feel like one of the calipers is loose. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. The springs, I think, feel really bad. And I hate that it rubs anytime you hit a bump. I hate that it can scrape on literally everything. I know that's the thing about lowering your car, but I just think that this one's too low with honestly not great springs. And I think that D2 makes some really, really good stuff. I just don't think that these ones are very good. He got them off Facebook. The guy told him that they were D2 springs. They're probably not, to be honest. That's just what he was told. But we're gonna do a quick little pull through the parking lot in this thing over here, and you guys can see that, and I'll tell you guys how it feels to shift when you're going a little bit faster, when you're going full speed, and then we'll go ahead and hop in the S197. Alright, we're gonna do a quick pull through here. Go ahead and show right here. From 0, and we'll see what we get to by the end of this parking lot. That felt really good to shift. Holy shit, that felt really good actually. So I'd say that was a pretty good pull. We're gonna do one more that way because I feel like doing it again because it was fun. and then
Sticking the camera out the car this time.
Okay. Let me get straight down. Alright, you ready?
This car feels insane.
Shifting is fucking insane. Fucking shit, dude. I'm shifting in like 0.2 seconds.
The auto shifts a lot faster, but the auto shifts a lot faster.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't an auto.
Jeez, man.
Okay.
This is why, man, this car makes me want to. I wish my car was manual sometimes.
You should still get the IS300 in manual.
Yeah, see, this thing is fun.
It is. I love fast manual cars. And this isn't like crazy fast or anything. It's like a mostly stock Mustang S550, but it feels good to be decently fast in a manual car. Now we're gonna go to the way more boring automatic Mustang. It feels so much crazier to feel all that fucking torque come when you switch gears. Yeah. It just feels so much crazier. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a couple little ride along, see what it feels like to ride in this thing, and then we'll do a pull right here. All right, so now we're gonna do a couple pulls first this time before we do the ride along, just to see the difference since we just got out of driving the S550. Got stupid numbers since we just got out of the S550. So we can compare them, back to back. Let's get Logan turned around right here, and then we'll do a pull. I'm gonna put y'all out the window like he did. I don't know if that looks good or just cool or anything, but we'll try it. Holy shit, I was scared we weren't gonna break in time. Alright, back up all the way and then do one more that way. I wanna see. Okay, one more pull. Alright, I'm ready. Here we go! Cop?
Yeah, I'm looking for
I think you're good. I'll check this side. You guys see any cops? I don't see any. I think you're good. Not any over here. I'll keep watching until you go.
No,
I think
spinning. It's spinning. In between shifts, it spins.
I think the S550 might be a little bit shiftier, a little more shifty. It's so fun to shift it though.
Yeah. The first to second, it always does that big gap because it keeps spinning.
All right, well now let's go ahead. I'm gonna drive it around here like we did with the S550, tell you guys what it feels like, how comfortable it is on a scale of 1 to 10, and then we can, I think, decide which one of these cars is better. Yeah, like just below red line. Don't, I'll cut that out of the video. AJ, Sean, we need to cut that out of the video. AJ can hear that.
Badass.
Okay, so we're gonna go down over a couple bumps. We're gonna go over that speed bump again, which this one shouldn't have nearly as much problems. Just kind of see what it feels like if you were daily driving this thing, which I know we did a video on, but we're comparing now, so it's different. Yeah, let's go over here. I don't need to shift gears. Don't forget that. Woo! Woo! She is loud. It's like every V8 automatic. Like you push the gas and it takes a minute to
slow
up before it actually starts. Yeah. I mean, over that speed bump, no problems. I'm not even pushing the gas yet. Over that speed bump, we didn't have any problems. It feels a lot smoother, a lot less rough, and like, you know, just super hard over bumps, which is really nice. But I mean, it still feels like a lowered Mustang. I mean, you can still feel a lot of the bumps. It still is pretty rough, just not as rough as the S550 was. Which again we're not comparing S550 versus S197 for the most part, at least. We're just comparing this one Mustang against that one Mustang. Out of these two, which one do we personally think is better, and for what reasons? But I think this one feels really good. Oh, is she talking to us? So now I want to do one more thing in these two cars. We're gonna drive next to each other. We're gonna maybe do a little bit of a race. We're gonna run down to Mexico real quick. Maybe do a little bit of a race and see which one feels better. That guy's been sitting there for a minute. You think he's pissed off at us?
Yeah.
I think it's like he's not a cop.
No.
But yeah, let's go see which one is faster. Oh, I didn't mean to turn this on. Don't hit the camera. So we're gonna start from right behind you guys, and we're gonna race next to you as soon as we pass like this camera. We're both gonna floor it and see who wins. You guys will get the view from here because this is the only way I can do it. But I'll show you guys after. I'll tell you guys who won after. So if you guys didn't see the outcome, this one won. It wasn't too like far of a race though, to be honest. I mean, I think it could have been a lot worse. His won, but I mean, for how much is done to his versus how little is done to this.
Gen 2, Gen 1.
Better watch out.
You know, if it was a 50-year-old, you know.
Yeah, I know.
7 buses.
Yeah, but from a dig, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, if we were rolling, this S550 would have gotten absolutely just eaten the fuck up. But honestly, I think that was pretty good. I think it was pretty fun. I think it's safe to say though, overall, this car specifically is better, in my opinion.
More fun, though.
This car is way more fun.
Right now, way more fun.
If I was gonna,
it's not anywhere near as fast as that car, but it feels faster.
It feels so much faster. I mean, shifting it, I don't know why, but it's just, as soon as it starts laying down torque, it's just fucking, It feels so good. It really does.
Well, you can't really feel, it's all that's hidden in the transmission.
So if you're gonna daily drive and you want a fun car, get this one. If you want a fun car to just rip on, and I mean, you can daily drive it. He actually does daily drive this. But it really is fun to drive. It feels really fun. Just watch out for that MT82 because it's probably going to blow up again. But yeah, so overall, that one's better for driving every day. This one's better to go have fun and drive around when you want to. And don't forget to subscribe. Go check out the channel. We've got a lot of videos. We actually did a video just reviewing that car. Soon we're going to be posting a video reviewing that Honda Spree back there. We posted one reviewing the Toyota, and then a few videos working on all these cars. We have a lot of projects going on, so go subscribe, check out the other videos, and let me know what you guys think.